Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And looking forward to this young man. We had a chance to talk to Ron Wong earlier about setting up an interview with normally when we will have the champs with an S from the American Crappie Trail, we get one of the team or something like that. But Ron said, there ain't no other body on this team.
That's right.
That's not good English. I know that on Saturday morning. This is the team. No S's on this thing. And so introduce this young man to us, Ron.
Well, he's from Stover, Missouri.
Yes, he is.
A professional crappie fisherman, has his own guide service. And if you go out to Facebook, and you'll be able to see all of the fish that and that's Kyler Beckman Fishing. But he is quite a crappie fisherman, very well known throughout the crappie world, and that's my friend and a friend of Outdoors with Larry Ray, Kyler Beckman. Good morning, Kyler. How are you?
Doing good, Ron. Doing good. Good morning to you guys.
You hadn't already spent that $11,500 yet, have you? Because Ron's been looking for something here.
No, I'm kind of tight.
All right, that fits Ron. What are you and Ron are like that?
And down the road, I think he's thinking about
even bigger things,
becoming a family.
Okay, well, we'll get into that for sure.
But
appreciate you being with us. And Ron, you were, that's on the Alabama River. Comes up, and Kyler won the ACT General Tire Qualifier, and with that 26.3 pounds, big fish too. I don't know what that big fish weighed. What was that big fish? Was it?
It was a 270.
Woo!
That's a huge crappie.
That is a huge crappie. Golly.
And especially for the Alabama River. I mean,
typically
they're 2-pound crappie, maybe there, and that's a huge fish. But Kyler, during the tournament there, the river rose and it fell, and heavy current and everything else, and you're fishing by yourself, and you're going to do that for all of the ACT tournaments this year. How hard was it to fish the current, and did you fish the current, and how did you do it?
Really, it wasn't all that hard for me, I guess. Until my dad and I started fishing together, I pretty well just fished by myself, and up until I started guiding all the time. So, from the time I was pretty much 14 until me and Dad started fishing together, I've always just fished by myself. So it was kind of something I'm used to, and so it is nice. I enjoy fishing alone, so I enjoyed that part of it. But I had several different patterns going on down there on the Alabama River. With that rising water, it had me a little bit nervous because some of the stuff I had going on was out there on the main river itself, and so I was a little bit nervous to see what the rising water was going to do. But actually, in reality, it ended up helping me because instead of having them fish scattered kind of down in big stretches of areas, it put them all in a very specific little area, and so I was able just to run rotations and just focused on one spot. And so I'd hit that spot. If I couldn't make them bite, I'd leave, and then I'd come back in a couple hours and try them again. And doing that, it really paid off for me because it ended up just being that timing thing.
A lot of people fish rivers now and everything else, the springtime down there. And tell our listeners, what did you use? How deep, what kind of stuff were you fishing? Were not only laydowns in the river, but your technique.
Yeah, so on the river itself, I was focusing in on any kind of current breaks, which that could be a laydown. It was also eddies that was formed by, just how the river lays. So,
the banks.
The banks. So you can kind of see it if you know what you're looking for.
Right.
And any kind of they were wanting to be around wood. So if you could find any kind of wood set up in those areas, they were there. then it just came down to trying to make them bite. But that cold front, that cold water and the rising water had them fish really not wanting to bite. So you had to really work at them and just keep rotating through, because eventually you'd hit on them and you could catch them pretty quick.
What were you using?
I was using a Crappie Monster 2-inch small fry.
The small fry.
Yep, I was using one of those.
That's what
I had two colors that I was working. That was working the best for me. One was Ozark Smoke, and all that is it's a gray-sided bait with a black back. Looks just a lot like a
Ozark
natural
bait. What was the other one? I love the name.
The other one, I don't know the name of the other one.
Well, let's give it a name. Give it a name. Kyler's Smoky Joe or something, Come on.
I don't know. Chartreuse shad. I mean, that sounds pretty good.
That sounds
it had
good.
a chartreuse back with a kind of white side.
Now, let me ask you something, Kyler.
Yeah.
Were they dipped with JB's fish sauce?
Oh,
100%.
100% JB's
and
fish sauce.
What flavor do those crappie
Come
like?
on, what flavor?
Waxworm.
Waxworm flavor.
Yep.
Look at Wong over there. He lit up like a candle over there with a waxworm flavor. JB's fish flavored. What is that? Sound like something we
You're
get
using
the drive-through.
That
sounds like a
stuff
sauce.
it's paid dividends for me.
All right.
I use it all the time.
Okay, well, we got to check it again. We're talking to Kyler Beckman of Stover, Missouri, recent winner on the American Crappie Trail on the Alabama River. And Kyler, I noticed that you have an advantage over a lot of people. Boy, you have a rough place to live in there. What are you, an hour from Truman and Lake of the Ozarks? That's really a bad place for. No wonder you're a fisherman. So talk about. I understand you won your first tournament competitive as an 8-year-old. I don't know where you. That's to me. It must have been a fishing rodeo, and you walked away with a championship or something.
Yeah. The very first one, I won me a bicycle.
A bike. See there, folks.
All right.
Yeah.
You can live dreams here. Here at 8 years old, and won a bike, and now he's winning money on the American Crappie Trail. But you talked a little bit about where you are and your guide service, too. That's an important part for you, too. You've been able to do both of these things. Talk about what's ahead for you. And, Ron, I know you're going to be at Lake D'Arbonne.
I'm going to be at Lake D'Arbonne.
And we will be reporting from down there.
And by the way, Kyler, I'm going to ask if I can be in your boat for the Media Day tournament.
No, Ronnie, go.
Absolutely, Ron. I'd love to have you in my boat.
Wouldn't that be great?
Now, he said
That'd be awesome.
He's only in the boat by himself. He don't want anybody else in there, Come on, don't get in he's a one-person person,
Now, I have fished with Kyler.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
You talk about a joy.
Yeah.
That he's the best teacher
Well, he
in
sounds
the
like
world.
it. Yeah,
he
he's
really is.
got a great personality, and I think that's what we need now, Kyler, for other young guys. How old are you now?
31.
See there, he's a pup. But you really want to improve this sport, don't you? I can tell by but your attitude and things like that. What does it mean for you to be on the American Crappie Trail? What does it mean?
Oh, man, it's been a dream, and it's been a dream of mine to win one and to fish competitively. I mean, I've been working towards that for my whole life pretty much.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's a dream come true to finally have a platform to do it on.
And go to the American Crappie Trail website and see the guys that were below Kyler.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Ronnie
of the biggest.
Ronnie
every time we mention Ronnie, he says we only mention when he gets beat down there and somebody beat him out. But for somebody to beat out Captain Coleman, there was all those other big names in there.
Tim Blackley,
all those
Daniel
other
Porter.
names. So
go on and on and on.
Yeah, so what does that win mean for your career now, though, Kyler?
I mean, it's huge. It's a big win, but honestly, I've kind of already put that one behind me.
There
and now
you go.
I'm kind of focusing on D'Arbonne.
There you go. Well, focus on it for us. Tell us how you're getting set up for this thing.
There's a lot of tackle prep, trying to keep everything organized, and try to keep my old boat running good. Which I got a lot of guide trips in between now and then. So just I work on stuff every night, just trying to keep everything up to shape to get down there and fish it.
Well, I know, Ron, he's a Garmin. He's a live scope man.
Yes, he is. Kyler, you're a guide there on Truman Lake, and you'll do Lake of the Ozarks sometimes. tell our listeners a couple of things. One is, how do they get a hold of you if they want to go fishing?
Well, there's lots of different ways. You can get a hold of me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger or my phone number. Anyone can give me a call or a text. I'm always open to that, which my number is 573-789-3263. And I'd love to have everybody. We had a really good time on the water.
Real quick, Tyler, you don't do this by yourself. You've got a wonderful fiance, Bailey Joe, and you got some great sponsors. Quickly, who are those sponsors?
Racetrack, Lucas Oil, Edgar Rods, Slime Line, JB's Fish Soft. I always struggle saying that. I'm terrible, I know.
No, I'm in for that thing now. I'm going to put that over some tilapia, I think.
Yeah. Pro-Bill Jigs. Let's see. I know I'm HH Reels.
You still running that Triton?
Still running my old Triton. She's been good to me with the Mercury on the back of it.
Yeah, she has been good to you. So, we appreciate you taking time this Saturday morning, Kyler Beckman, to be with us on the Outdoors with Larry Ray. Look out for Ron.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks, buddy.
Let Ron in the boat with you. I can't wait. Okay, man. Have a great day. Thank you, Kyler. All right?
Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's take a break on the Outdoors with Larry Ray and come back with a man that just won $100,000. He's got more cousins now than he ever had.
Right.
We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.